close to 3 years ago now, I had been struggling with my porn addiction. It was pretty bad. There were times where I literally jacked off like 4 to 5 times a day. There were times where Pornhub itself didn't satisfy me and I had to go to something else. I tried quite a lot of different things because I know it wasn't good for me. My mother herself told me porn's not good for you. I don't think she knew, but she was literally just giving me information. So she like felt reassured that I didn't watch porn. It's only about 7 months ago that I had fully like gotten rid of porn. I'm not gonna lie to you. There are times where I have lustful urges. There are times where I have lustful thoughts, but I know how to overcome it. I've gone through the same shit you're going through right now, bro. I understand how hard it is to quit, but you're already better than the rest of them. You're here, you're giving your full attention to my video to try to quit porn. You know it's bad for you and trying to get rid of it, bro. That's already like 25 times better than the people who just sit there and jerk off and don't want to change that. I'm proud for you for that. I can help you literally quit porn. It's not going to be an easy road. To achieve something easy, it never is really easy. To achieve like good things, it takes time. I don't know if you've heard about the concept. Quitting porn, you need to build a house. We're going to build a house. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to start with the foundation. Because the foundation is basically all that matters. If you build a house on dirt, if you build a house on some grass, soil, something, and there's no proper foundation for it, the house is going to literally just collapse. So we're going to build a very strong foundation. You start building a foundation out of cement, out of concrete. You lay the concrete, you have all your pipes, all your shit for water and everything. Then you start building the house. You build the house, the frame, the walls, everything. Because if you have a good foundation and if the house is relatively strong, it doesn't matter if wind comes, breaks a window, some tiles fly out of the roof. It's fine because the foundation is there so the house doesn't collapse. And then, since it hasn't collapsed, you can go outside, you can fix the window, you can fix the tiles on the roof. Compared to if you get some shitty contractor who's like 2 times cheaper and he'll build you the house. Yes, it might last 10 years, but there'll be places where something wasn't built properly, some water's getting trapped here, and it starts to rot, and over time, it will deteriorate and crumble. Now, I'm not talking about houses. I am talking about you. I am talking about your pornography addiction. I've gone through the same shit, bro. I've literally probably tried for 2 years to get on NoFap. And every single time, I failed and I relapsed. I'll talk more about that later, but the foundation you have to build right now, it's for yourself. You want to build a very strong foundation so when shit hits the fan, when you go and you relapse, when you watch hundreds of hours of porn, you can always fall back on your foundation, on that strong foundation that you built right now. Because if you're not going to build this foundation, it's not really going to work out for you. I'm going to be that truthful with you. Because there will be a time in life that's gonna be hard. Your dad might pass. Your mother might die. You might break up with your girlfriend or something. You might go into horrendous debt, and you're naturally gonna fall back. And probably porn will be the thing. So, if that is the case and you don't have a strong foundation, the house is gonna collapse. You're gonna go and you're gonna relapse. And it's not the fact that you're relapsing, it's you're falling back into this addicted porn state of mind. Pretty much, we are going to build this foundation right now, right here for you. It's going to take a little time, but once you have this foundation done, you can go into the world and follow your dreams, follow your goals, follow your purpose. So, the first thing that we're basically going to start with is we're going to find your purpose. I literally just said that we're going to do this right now, but your purpose might take some time to figure out. It might take, I don't know, you might already know what your purpose is. It might take 10 minutes, it might take an hour, it might take a day, it might take a week, it might take a month, it might even take a year. That all depends on what you've got here. But believe me, bro, when I say this, sit down, grab a piece of paper, and just write down, why am I on this planet? Ask yourself that. Ask yourself this deep question. Put your phone away. Turn your computer off. Ask yourself this question, why am I here? What am I here to do? What is my fulfillment? What is my purpose on this planet? You have to ask yourself these deep questions. Because if you don't, I'll just tell you from my experience, you don't really get anywhere. If you just, I've literally wanted to be rich for so long. I've tried for a whole entire year to do some stupid, I've tried drop shipping, kind of. I've put a lot of time into like Snapchat monetization, into making money off Snapchat, probably like 10 months. I made $0 with it. I gained a shit ton of followers, but I made no money. I put my time into affiliate marketing. I made my first $14 probably around 3 days into it. And I was always telling myself, I just need some money so I can see the shit works. And once I got that money, I was like, I'm not even fulfilled from doing this. This genuinely doesn't even make me happy. So I knew right then and right there that the stuff I was doing wasn't fulfilling my purpose. I wasn't enjoying it. And I understand how hard it is, bro. I've gone through the same shit as you. It's annoying having literally Pornhub a door away from you that you can open and just indulge in all these content, all these degenerate stuff. You can literally go on your phone and see like full on naked chicks like spreading their legs and everything. Like, how fucked do you think that is? I'll just give you a quick point to think about. Porn is pretty much your viewer. Now, I don't know if you've been into like hotels or anything, but pretty much in every single hotel room you have the bed and then you have a chair in the corner. The way I see porn is there's two people fucking on the bed and you're there sitting on the chair masturbating. Do you want to be that? Probably not. You probably want to be that guy plowing that girl. We all do. Like, I'm sorry for saying this, but I always looked at myself as some like pussy. I was sitting there watching Pornhub, ejaculating to this shit, and I was like, these people don't even know me. I'm actually just like a singular view count on their video. But finding your purpose, it can only be done through you. Once you have done that, you will actually, look, I'm gonna be honest with you, you might find your purpose right now. You might already know what your purpose is. Your purpose might be go get financially free, find a family, or not find a family, get a girl, make a family with her, live happily ever after. But it always changes. Your purpose might change, like next year you'll be thinking, well, I want to actually do this. I've been doing this for a year, but I don't actually find this enjoyable. I don't find this purposeful, and that's fine. You will just move to something else. The next thing I want you to do is setting up strong goals. What are you doing this for? Who are you doing this for? Is this for your future kids? Is this for your future wife? Is this to retire your parents? Is this for yourself? You have to go as deep as you can into these questions. I know it sounds boring. I know you've probably thought that I would have said some like cool dopamine shit, but literally getting a piece of paper and asking yourself this, turning off your computer, putting your phone away, and thinking about this is going to help you more than if you're going to watch another 3, 5, 6 more videos about NoFap. Because yes, we can talk about not counting days, not thinking about it as a goal, which is true, okay? Still do that. Don't count your days. We can look at it like, well, we fapped 20 times this month, and before I fapped 40 times this month, which is already better. But right now, you need to build the foundation. You need to build the foundation of your life, pretty much. By doing that is building your purpose, finding your purpose, and setting up very, very strong goals. So your strong goal might literally be, I want to get as jacked as possible. I want to make $10,000 a month by the end of this year. By the end of 2030, I want to have a wife. I want to have children. I want to financially retire my parents. I'm just saying all these goals, or it might really be something like wholesome. I want to get healthier. I want to go outside. I want to be outside more. I want to be climbing trees. I want to be playing in the park more. So then when I have kids, I'm not that stupid loser who's behind his computer all day and the kids grow up without a father. So whatever it is, make sure you have a very strong purpose and strong goals. And you'll only come to this by getting off technology, taking a piece of paper, writing these questions down, and thinking about it. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take action on this. So whenever pretty much you're going to get lustful urges, because lustful urges you can get every day. Sometimes I don't get them, but quite a lot of time I will get lustful urges. But you'll know how to battle them. Because you will have that strong foundation. You will have that strong house built. So if you relapse, it's not the end of the world. You're not gonna go and have a jack marathon. You're not gonna go and jack off 100 times in the next week. You're not gonna have the mindset like, I just relapsed today, I'm gonna go relapse 4 more times because I'm gonna start tomorrow again. You're not going to have that mindset. You're literally going to be like, okay, I jacked off. What did I do wrong? What can I do better? It's like, it's pretty much, it's like at school. You have a math test. And let's say you fail the math test. You're not going to go and fail all your other math tests, are you? You're going to reevaluate what you did wrong. You're going to go home. You're going to be like, okay, or you're going to go to talk to your teacher and you're going to be like, okay, I got this question wrong. I messed it up here. And this little formula messed it up for B, C, D. So basically you're going to revise the question. You're going to revise the formula. You're going to do better on it next time. So you're like reevaluating it. You're not just doing your math test and then let's say you failed and then you're like, oh shit, I failed, I'm going to go fail all the other 6 math tests I've planned out. You're going to look at it and you're going to be like, okay, what did I do wrong here? Okay, this thing I actually did really well, when I was doing the math test, I realized that it was pretty easy and I like ran through it. So I'm going to focus on the things that took me more time and the things that I didn't know. That's the same thing with porn and masturbation. Let's say you relapse today or tomorrow, that's fine. You have to understand, you've been in a porn addiction for like 3, 4, 5 years. How hard do you think it is for alcoholics to, like, if I was to tell an alcoholic, you've been an alcoholic for 25 years and from tomorrow you're not going to drink anymore. It's so unrealistic, it's not going to happen. But if we tell the alcoholic, okay, you're not going to be drinking vodka, you're not going to be drinking gin, you're not going to be doing this mixing weird shit. You're literally just going to tone it down to wine or beer. And then today you're not going to drink because, you've got this gathering and you're working or something like that. And now from him drinking like terrible shit stuff like vodka, mixing some weird stuff together, drinking every single day heavy doses of alcohol, he probably drinks like 20 days a week. But maybe he only has like a beer or two a day instead of going hard out. So that's already progress. And that's the same thing with nofap and fapping, is you can't expect to literally be fapping for 3 years straight and then tomorrow you're not going to fap for the rest of your life. Yes, tomorrow you might not fap, but then in a week's time you're going to relapse, and that's fine because you're going to have this strong foundation and you're going to know what to do. You're going to relapse and you're going to be like, shit, this is holding me back. I've got a purpose here to serve. I've got these goals that I want to live for. And you're going to imagine that. You're going to see that in the future. And you're going to follow that. Because that's going to inspire you and you're going to go, you're going to like grab it. You're going to achieve that thing because fapping is just going to hold you back and you will realize that sooner or later. I know it's difficult. I do, bro. Like, I've been through this shit. There was literally like a couple of No Nut Novembers that I've tried my best and all of them I failed. And it's because I saw it as a goal. Not masturbating and not watching porn isn't some sort of goal. It's not like some 90-day challenge and after that challenge you're going to go and you're going to jerk off 3 times a day. I've had these thoughts where I was like, oh, like, I'm just going to test my brain and I'm going to go on Pornhub and look at it, but then after like 5 seconds, I'm going to click away and go back to doing things. And then I told myself, no, I'm not going to do that. Because you might actually fall into it. And what do you achieve by literally just going on Pornhub, looking at some girl getting fucked, and then you're like, oh, I'm not going to jack off to it. Because that's so unrealistic. You're not going to achieve it. It's literally like going to the gym and saying, I'm going to go bench 100, and then you don't bench 100 and you feel depressed. You can't do it, bro. Like, you got to start off light. You got to start off easy. That's why we're building this like foundation for you. We're starting from the bottom and then we're going to build it up. We're going to build it up progressively. So in a couple of months, you're not going to even be thinking about porn. You're going to be so focused on what you're going to be doing that porn and masturbation, you'll think about it sometimes, but it's not going to be like your whole entire day is spent thinking about it. I've made a full course guide on how to quit porn. It is the top link in the description. Click here to watch this next video. See ya.